Can you please give me your name and explain what Woodford arrangement you invested into?
My name is Beryl Williams, and for my sins, I invested in the Woodford Equity Income Fund.
And why are you agreeing to have this conversation with me today, Beryl, knowing we're recording it and we're going to be putting it out there on social media and that kind of thing?
I just want to do something, or whatever I can, to get the word out there how wrong this all is. I mean, there's not much a few of us can do, but, you know, you've got to try. I feel I've got to try. Right.
Who is your MP, and would you be happy for us to send him or her a link to this recording?
Well, certainly, but my MP is actually Bob Blackman, so, you know, you're already writing to him. But yes, of course you can.
Thank you very much indeed, Beryl. Why did you choose to invest in a Woodford arrangement?
Well, it was on the advice of a friend who'd made quite a bit of money when he was with the previous firm that he ran a fund from. I can't remember the name of them now, but she was quite enamored with him. She thought he was God. But funnily enough, she didn't follow him to the Woodford Equity Fund. But I invested in him and ended up where we are now.
Did you use an investment platform, and if so, which one?
I always think what the Hargreaves Lansdowne.
Thank you. And when you invested, Beryl, what, if anything, was your understanding of the statutory protections you had through the Financial Ombudsman Service and the Financial Services Compensation Scheme?
I suppose at the time I didn't really have that much expectations. I didn't really give it any thought. But if I had, I probably would have thought I was covered under the 85,000 ceiling, the same as banks and savings.
Thank you. And if the scheme of arrangement is approved, what's your understanding about how much you'll get back in terms of pence in the pound?
I don't think I can work it out to pence in the pound, but I know it's probably not worth having. I'd rather carry on fighting than take a measly amount of about £300, which I think is about all I'd get for my loss of 15,000. So.
Understood. Thank you. Do you know how much you would get if you were to make a successful Financial Ombudsman Service claim?
Well, according to the meeting the other day, if I got it right, about at least 10 or 15 times that amount.
Understood. Thank you. And how has the scheme of arrangement and the Woodford scandal generally, how has it affected you? What's the impact been?
Well, up until a few months ago, no impact. But I could do with the money now. So leave it at that. So.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the way the FCA has handled things?
Well, I've written this down and I want to repeat it because I say, how many adjectives can I actually use? So I've got, and I've lost it now, disgracefully, appallingly, atrociously, terrible, shocking, dreadfully, ghastly, and horrendously.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Put some real effort into that. Thank you. The FCA has made reference to 77p in the pound. That's something the press has picked up on. You may or may not have heard about that.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts about this 77p in the pound idea?
Well, of course, when I first heard it, I thought, oh, well, that's not bad. May as well go for that. Better that than nothing. But of course, I know it's not going to be 77p in the pound. So nothing like it.
Thank you. Any further thoughts about the scheme of arrangement or the voting process or indeed the voting outcome?
I think the voting process was too difficult for the everyday person. I mean, what I read on Facebook and hearing other comments, a lot of people had trouble actually working out how to vote. I voted, but I don't know even to this day if I did it correctly. It wasn't made easy for us. And there's so much disappointment in the outcome, and I don't know. I just think it was devised by the FCA and Link to confound us all.
Beryl, your final question, is there anything else you'd like to say today?
Well, the whole Woodford scandal has really left me speechless, and I'm not often speechless. I think my previous comments say enough. I've been in this since the beginning. I don't know if you know, I was interviewed by the Daily Mail, by Jeff Pressbridge right at the beginning, and I also was on Panorama. They did quite a big, I was on for at least 20 minutes on Panorama. They came here to my house, they interviewed me. But I did a lot. I've tried to do a lot. I've tried to be helpful with you people. But I don't really have a lot of hope. I did like the letter that went out this morning. I didn't fully understand all the legal jargon that the barrister sent, but I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will help.
Beryl Williams, thank you very much indeed for your time today. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.